This time, let's talk about the passive sentences. How do we structure passive sentences? With the passive, okay, we have to know that under the passive, word be, and then the en. Then with the subject, we have the np. Then with the np, we have the determiner, art, the, then the and, then home. Then with the predicate, we have this one, is written by. So we all know that this is a passive sentence. So under the auxiliary, we first indicate the tense. Okay? It is the present. Okay? So, next then, after the auxiliary, saan natin ilalagay si passive? Dito, katabi. Diba? Tense and passive. So, passive, then be, tapos dapat en, right? Pero wait lang, hindi pa yan tapos. Dito muna tayo kay verb phrase. Ayan. Is written by. Paano to? Paano ma'am to gagawin? Ito na yung is. Yung right na lang, yung hulang, di ba? So, we have to put the verb and then write. Tapos, lagyan natin ng en dito para doon mag-e-extend. Okay. Doon siya mag-e-extend yung arrow dito. Ayan. Doon siya pupunta. Alright? Ayan. Doon siya pupunta. Then, the poem is written by her. The poem is written. The by her will be the adverbial. Okay. By her, sento, prepositional phrase. So, adverbial, prepositional, prep, by, then NP, pro, her. Okay? So, that's how it looks like when we talk about the passive. So, do take note of this. Part na yan for the passive sentences. Ine-extend natin, ha? Okay. Para siya sa progressive tsaka sa perfect tense, we extend it. Right? Okay. When we talk about the adverbial, this becomes the modifier of the whole sentence. So what should we do in this case? It's simple. One good example of this is sometimes I love coffee. Okay, so that's it. Sometimes I love coffee. So in this case, the word sometimes is not used as an adverb, just an adverb itself, but a modifier of the whole sentence. So this is how we're going to structure this. So this time we are not going to use the subject and predicate because this is not a subject. Instead, we're going to use the sentence modifier and the S score. Okay, so the S score here, the sentence modifier here that we have is adverbial. All right, so we can say that the S sentence modifier can be extended into adverbial. So adverbial, we all know, we know how to extend adverbial. So adverbial is sometimes will fall under adverbial phrase. And then adverb, of course, sometimes. Okay, then I just have to clear the subject and the predicate. Okay, so subject, NP, pronoun, I. Then the predicate, auxiliary, tense, present. Then the verb. For the verb phrase itself, the V, it's love. Then we will have the NP and coffee. Okay, so if ever you encounter adverbials in the beginning of the sentence, this is also applicable if ever, for example, let's change this. What if in the meantime, let's say in the meantime, again, I love coffee. Okay, so what if this is the sentence? Here it's still sentence modifier and adverbial, but it's no longer adverbial phrase. This becomes prepositional phrase, right? So prepositional phrase. Then we have the preposition, then the NP, then in, then the art, the, sorry, ayun na nito minta, and then the meantime. And, okay, so that's what will happen if ever in the